We back. Views from the Chair podcast. Another episode. Another great week. Oh man, busy weekend, man. What you get into?
Oh, before I forget, congrats to Ramos. He had his kid over the weekend.
Yeah, definitely seen that. Congrats,
So
man.
that's pretty cool. Pretty
Mm-hmm.
cool stuff. I am like a self-absorbed guy, like in a funny way. But I saw your mom posting recaps from your baby shower, and like I instantly clicked on the pictures to see if I was in any. Like that was the first thing I thought. Like I wonder if she's got any pictures of me in here.
Were you?
No.
I don't think too many people was taking pictures. Like just
There wasn't a lot of candid pictures out there. It wasn't a lot of pictures of the scene.
Yeah,
it was very organized, structured pictures.
Yeah.
And then I got the pictures I got. Obviously, Alexis screenshotted them because the quality was poor. Couldn't even zoom in. I'm zooming in. I'm distorted. What can I do with this? Yeah, baby showers are cool. We can recap baby showers. I golfed. I hit the ball so fucking far now that if I could just like play the rest of golf mediocre, I'd be elite.
Yeah.
I just fucking smoked the ball, dog. Like, smoked the ball. I actually got into a fucking unexpected kind of night last night.
What's that mean?
Well, me, Shane, Kyle, and Brandon golfed, and then Shane had some time to kill, and Kyle had some time to kill. We're going to go in the Patriots Glen Clubhouse and get some food, but they closed down because Labor Day. So then Shane was like, you want to get some food somewhere else? And I had some time to kill. I thought I was going back to Philly. I didn't go. So I go to Game Changers to walk in, and fucking Richie's wife's the bartender.
Oh, shit.
So who would have known? So we got some food there, and then Shane's little brother comes, and then we're talking to him for a while. So it was fun. I got a little more buzz than I probably should have on a Monday night.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. So I golfed Thursday. Friday, I don't remember what I did. I feel like it was fun. What did I do Friday? I was outside, or I was out there on Friday pretty much the whole joint. Saturday, I power washed some stuff. And then I went to Main Street. Oh, my God, bro. I went to Main Street on Saturday. And there's just like, first of all, like I went out there to get some tacos and some margs. Casual night. And my sister was out there, and Chris's girl was out there. And they're at fucking Klondike Kate's. Right off the rip. I'm like, I'm not going to Klondike Kate's. Not doing it. 31.
Right.
Go to Deer Park, and like, I've never felt more like a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Like 31 to 21 is a lifetime.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
It's a lifetime. And then also, like, I don't want to get canceled, and I'm not saying anything bad. So if I word this improperly, my mistakes. But there was like me and my we were just sitting there getting drinks and whatnot, and there was like a crew of intellectually disabled people across from us.
Yeah,
getting wasted. They were getting wasted. Like it was probably like 6 handicapped people, and they were getting hammered, and they were older. They're probably 40s, and they were like obviously slow.
Yeah.
And I didn't know they could go outside like that.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Like I thought they had to have chaperones and shit. And it was late, bro. Like we closed the bar down, so I had to be 12. And I'll tell you this one fellow. He was an African American fellow, and he had his intellectually disabled lady with him too. And they were obviously on like a date. And they both just chugging drinks. And this motherfucker could dance his ass off, bro.
Yeah.
He could dance his fucking ass off, bro. Like I was like kind of salty about it because I'm hitting my bop and like I'm feeling good. And this motherfucker, not only can he dance his ass off, he's got a bag. Like he's going into his bag. Like he's switching the dances for each song.
Yeah.
Like, he's got a wide array of dance moves. And he's still
hitting the club dancing.
He's crushing that shit, bro. Like this motherfucker is going crazy. And his bitch, she don't dance. She's just sitting there like kind of nodding off, getting her drink. And this motherfucker, like at one point he took his sweatshirt off because it was hot. He was working up a sweat, bro. Yeah, like this motherfucker was Harlem shaking. Then he was getting a little sturdy. And then he was doing like these old school like Gladys and the Pip type shits. Like it was like you could tell he spanned generations of dancing. Like he was going fucking nuts. Like that shit was bonkers. So that was fun and whatnot. And then Sunday, we had your baby shower. That was fun. Alcohol-free baby shower.
It wasn't alcohol free over here, but yeah, I feel you.
My fucking table wasn't alcohol free, that's for sure.
Yeah.
When I went there and I sat back in the back, we walk in, and the girl's like, "You sure you want to sit all the way back here?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it, yo. It'll work out." And sure enough, my table became the cool table. It's always fucking cool as shit.
My table was the cool
It
table.
was the cool kids table. It was. Everybody saw it. It was the cool kids table. It's also nice to have Kyle back around.
Yeah.
Like, it's been so long to where Kyle just popped up consistently.
Yeah.
You know, like,
now.
yeah, it's nice that he's like local and can come to all the events. So I had a blast there. I got pretty banged up. I couldn't get too banged up because then I had my family fantasy draft right afterwards.
Yeah.
Also, that was like one of the first times I've had jerk chicken or jerk chicken related items.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was sweet.
Okay.
It's sweet. Like, it's got a sweetness to it.
Yeah. So with spice.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was a nice event overall. I liked it. DJ really did.
For the people that don't know, Dill doesn't eat other people's food. I don't know what it is.
No, I'm trying to get out of that.
Okay.
I'm trying to get out of that because now.
10. How was the food, man?
Well, I thought it was good. I said the food was a 10 out of 10 on my college group chat because we've been arguing the last like week or so because I keep telling them baby showers are unisex. Yeah. They're like, "Oh, fuck you, pussy! It's not unisex." I shot a pic. Like, it looks unisex, right? You fucking idiots. But food was good. Also, like, now I get shamed for my girl if I don't eat, so it's a lose-lose for me, you know.
The shame from your friends never worked, but I'm glad.
Well, I never give a fuck about my friends. You know, it is what it is. Like, I don't have to sleep next to
you. What you missing out on, man?
I don't have to fucking sleep next to you guys. I can't avoid this one. It's like fucking like now I'm getting shamed throughout the day with like, because girls have a little memory and shit.
Yeah.
Like, and they'll bring something up from 9 hours ago, like a little snarky comment, like, "Oh, and you didn't even try that food." Like, that was fucking 1 o'clock. It's 2 a.m. Like, yeah, but baby shower is beautiful, well decorated, good times. Got some fun times in with the kids. I wanted to go play basketball, but I wasn't allowed to play.
Damn. On lock over there, man. I respect it.
Well, it's just like, yeah, like, don't bring me somewhere and then you just want to wander off and then I got to mingle myself. It's like, you can mingle. You can mingle because, I'm so fucking personable. Like, I'm like, if I go to an event, you don't need to sit on my side. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'll find some people to talk to. And your dad was talking a little shit. I wanted to bust his ass.
I mean, I don't get it from nowhere, man. I don't get it from nowhere.
I would fucking shoot you and your dad's lights out right now, dog. It's not even close.
You won't even believe that.
It's not even close.
I don't believe that.
It's not even close.
Crazy, but
it's not even close.
I get it from somewhere. I learned it from somewhere.
It's not even close, buddy.
I learned my shit from somewhere.
It's not even close. And then fucking what's it called? So anyway, I went to the fantasy football draft afterwards. My family did one, and then like there's two things away from this. Number one is kids are wild now.
Yes.
Kids are wild now. It's like my nephew Aiden's like, what, 12 now? Mm-hmm. And we're playing pool basketball. I jump in the pool as soon as you get there. I'm a little drunk. It's hot out. Jump in the pool. You know what? Like, fuck it. So I got a nice little pool basketball court at my aunt's house. So I'm sitting there, I'm shooting around and shit. This motherfucker Aiden comes from deep. Left hand, slap. Left hand, swap. Wait, like 4 of them shits in a row. I'm like, God damn, ain't even playing basketball. I didn't even know you played, bro. Like, well, he's like, no, not really. I'm like, what you mean? He's like, well, I play, but I don't really play. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean by that? He was like, well, my virtual reality set, like, you have to actually follow through on the game. This motherfucker developed a silky smooth form from playing virtual reality, bro. I'm not talking about like no lucky shit, like full follow through, left hand wet.
Teaching them how to shoot and shit.
Isn't that crazy, bro? Like a full fucking form developed from virtual reality. So nuts. But we did the fantasy football draft, and they did this little fucking charcuterie thing where everybody brought food on a board. I don't get it, but whatever. Mm-hmm. You know, like fuck it. So it was a shit ton of food, a lot of liquor, had a good time. This is what they didn't account for, okay? Is fantasy football. I love playing fantasy football. Mm-hmm. But like, if you don't have a lot of people that know what they're doing, like they can tend to overthink it. Mm-hmm. So our league went from 8 people last year to 12 this year. All right, so they didn't understand, like, they didn't put in a time limit on picks.
Oh, that's hard.
Now you're adding 4 people, and we doing 16 rounds. That shit took forever, dog.
Was it like one of the live joints or?
Well, we were in person. Everybody was there.
So y'all drafted and then put it in the system?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Dang.
Yep.
Dang. How long did that shit take?
3 hours.
Gosh.
3 hours. And it's the shit like what you don't get about people that don't fuck with football is like we're in round 13. These motherfuckers are still taking 8 minutes for a pick.
Yeah. At that
Yeah.
point, you're taking best available, dog.
You picking favorites at this point. You like this person. You hoping they having a bounce back John. These motherfuckers is drafting in order off the top 300 list. Like half of them. So they picking like that shit was crazy. There was some funny picks. Like Richie White took Odell Beckham in like the 4th round.
Oh, that's bad.
I was like, I like Odell too, but fuck Jesus Christ. And then I went golfing yesterday, and me and Shane lost to Brandon and Kyle. Won the last hole. We got a par. I got a birdie. That's what it is. What it is.
Damn.
That's what it is. Because golf's one of those like sports where height doesn't matter.
No, nothing matters except skill or touch. Shit, basically touch. At that point, you a dickhead though. You just gotta take your shots at him. You just gotta take your shots at him. Foul. This guy's foul.
No, I'm saying it's like being a jockey or something.
This guy is foul. So I guess you got to get your one up somehow.
I can't beat him right now, dog. Shit, that hurts, bro. And I tell you, I hit the fairway 13 out of 14 holes, all long drives, and we couldn't do shit. We just couldn't do shit.
You ain't had a finisher there with you, man.
Well, it's this fucking motherfucker Brandon all of a sudden is hitting him like it's the worst kind of person to play with because he hits him 180 down the middle now. Like he's learned how to play like fucking scared.
Yeah.
But it works if Kyle just drives him fucking out of bounds every time, and then Brandon just 180 down the middle. Just 180 down the middle. Like it's so safe. Just 180 down, 180, 180, 180. It's fucking bullshit. Because what the fuck? It's like playing somebody that only shoots mid-range.
But making all the shit.
Have some guts, So
you basically calling Brandon Kobe and shit.
No, I'm calling Brandon like fucking Rip Hamilton.
Okay, all right.
He's playing like Rip Hamilton. Like he's not an all-star. He's not going to get a shoe deal, But if Chauncey Billups three's off, they're going to go to Rip for that 16 points a game.
Might win a ring.
Might win a ring if you got the right team around you.
Okay.
And this weekend he won a ring. He did. He held it down long enough for Kyle to rebound and start playing good, and fuck them. So yeah, great weekend overall though.
Yeah, mine was almost as action packed as yours. Friday I chilled out because Saturday I knew I was having people over, hosting my first, like you said, we basically had the same weekend except in reverse. Hosting my first in-person fantasy thing. That was cool. Underrated thing about hosting is the amount of money you spent just on dumb shit.
100%.
All right, I gotta buy food. Okay. Now I gotta buy drinks. Okay. Now I gotta get some liquor. Okay. Now I gotta get something to mix the liquor with. Okay. I gotta get a fucking draft board. All right. Gotta make sure the house is on point and it's spacious in here. All right. It's just a lot that goes into hosting. Very underrated part of hosting. But yeah, mine was the fantasy family draft as well. Good times. Ours was we did ours live, and everybody brought their laptop, phones, iPads over. Drafted live. For the most part, everybody in my family do know football pretty well, so ours went pretty smooth and quickly. They did reset the market with taking quarterbacks in the first round, which is a big no-no. But I mean, you were basically in my draft, damned if you do, damned if you don't. So if you want an elite quarterback, you better hop on them quick because they reset the market pretty early. Then Sunday, like you said, we had the baby shower. Again, thanks to everybody that came out. Baby shower turned out good. Didn't know what to expect because I was not involved in the planning one bit. But everybody showed up. Well, I don't think everybody showed up, but we was looking for the people that didn't, and we couldn't really find them. I don't know if people was coming in and out, and that was what's going on, but it didn't feel like 100. It might have been. I'm not sure.
There was definitely some people that left a little early, and there's definitely a few people that came up really late.
Yeah. So I would say it was a success overall though. Came home with a shit ton of shit. Could you guess the amount of diapers I came home with?
Had to be 1,000.
1,000 plus diapers.
Yeah.
That shit is
looking at the boxes, and I was just looking. I was like 60, 100, 100, 200. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a lot.
I'm sitting here watching college football when we got back, and I'm just roughly adding up the boxes, and I didn't even do all of them, but I got to 1,000. I'm like, damn, that's a lot of fucking diapers. Hopefully, it lasts at least a year. But yeah, man, fucking Monday had off. Shit felt amazing. Put some shit together, tried to straighten up. Still gotta do a lot of fucking straightening up. And yeah, oh yeah, also Saturday we seen Coach Prime. We seen the debut of
That
Colorado.
was dope.
Did you tune in for the game?
Yeah, two parts for that before I get into that. The hosting part is extremely accurate, and it's under nobody talks about how much money it is for food to those people.
Nobody.
Like, food is a lot of fucking money. If you're hosting 20, 25, 30 plus people, you're spending at least $100 on food.
Minimum.
And
I'm
then
just like, this shit is adding up quick, and it's just like, all right, I mean, I already hosting.
And then you have to get extra drinks because you know somebody's gonna forget drinks and just drink your drinks.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like you're gonna be like, oh, don't drink my drinks.
And like me, like over there, I guess that's something else I did over the weekend. I went to the farmers market. That's try to put that in my rotation now. But
yeah, I want to go to the farmers
I was spending fucking $17 on green juice and some other pineapple ginger drink, and came to like 27. I was like taken back a little bit, but I'm like, okay, $27 for 2.5 gallons of fucking mixed juices and veggies, but this is cool, I guess. But yeah, you got your good shit in the fridge, and you're like, okay, well, everybody's not about to be drinking this shit. So then you go out and get the bullshit, not really bullshit, but not that shit. And yeah, you just this like you said, you don't want everybody in your fridge, so that shit just adds up. Oh, we got these waters. Let me go get some more fucking waters. It's just a lot, man.
If you don't bring anything to a party you go to, you're a scumbag. Not a hot take. It's a Dylan fact. If you go to a party empty-handed, you're a fucking piece of shit. That's just me. That's just me. If you come to my party and don't bring anything, unless I tell you, yo, you good? Don't bring anything. Bring something. Yo. A 6-pack. I don't give a fuck if you get like.
That's the funny shit. I always hit you. Yo, I need to bring anything. You'd be like, nah, and then you just be like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna go get something.
Just bring whatever you drink. You know, like just bring a bottle, bring a 6-pack. You know, like food. I usually stack up on food, so I don't really care. Like I know, like I have some friends like. Brandon's wife likes to make the buffalo chicken dip shit, and it's always a hit. So, like, anytime he asks, I'm like, yeah, tell her bring her shit. Like, because, you know, girls take pride in that shit. Yeah, well, anybody that cooks. Like, if a guy's, like, good at cooking, he wants to bring that shit. Like, it's your tradition. You like hearing it, whatever. Yeah. But, yeah, if you go to a party, bring something. I wouldn't give a fuck if it's a paper towel or something. I'm fucking bring something. Like, and then I was going to say, I don't know because I don't have kids. But I would say an underrated part not underrated, unspoken. Probably one of the worst parts about being a dad is having to put everything together. Putting together shit sucks.
I will say it's probably better nowadays because when I want to, when I'm like, because you know it ain't hard, but it's getting harder to like sit there and watch 2-3 episodes of some shit like all at once nowadays because we so fucking busy. So now I just find myself like, all right, got a crib to put together. It's probably gonna take like an hour, 2. I'm gonna get these shows out the way, and then that's what I found myself doing. Like now, when I got to put something together, pop a show on, boom, and it's like playing music when you clean, and it's basically the same thing at this point.
Like if I put a show on that's too good, I just end up watching the show.
That's the thing, and that's why I think I did take too long.
Like I just end up watching the show
because I am watching the show. Like I'm trying to watch this shit at the same time, but I found that to be a good way to pass the time.
Also, another unspoken thing that I don't think people talk about too is an interesting dynamic to the next step of relationships when you have a kid is blending parenting styles. Because people have like a very different idea of how to parent for the most part.
Yeah.
Like a very different idea of how to parent.
Honestly, I don't think those conversations happen early enough for a lot of people. I feel like I got that out the way pretty early. But you really don't know until you're in the situation. And just like, I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't think I'm going to do that. Or I would do it like this type shit.
Do you think in parenting, one parent has to be more of like the aggressor?
I would say yeah, even
like
if
the disciplinary.
I would say yeah, even if they don't want to be. Somebody has to do it.
Yeah.
It just can't be free flowing. everything's good and oh, so that's okay, blah blah blah. Like somebody has to be like, nah, that's not okay.
See, when I have kids, I think I'm gonna like try and make my girl the villain, and I'll be the superhero. And then when it's really bad, I'll try to jump in.
Yeah,
So they know, like, if I snap, it's like, yeah, you draw it.
yeah, that's how you got it. I think I play it the way I kind of play it is exactly how you said, but also, um, I'm not champion every little achievement either. So it kind of has to be like a something done without maybe asking, and you like, oh, I see you, I see you. But if you're just doing the everyday routine and you're looking for the pat on the back, I'm probably not doing it. But hopefully that doesn't get interpreted as this person doesn't care. I think that's how it be.
I'm a fucking booster.
I'm not a booster.
I'm a booster, big time.
I'm not a booster at all. I'm a booster with the way I see it. Me being a booster, I'm gonna probably boost everything that got to do with school though. That's probably the one thing I will boost. But just cleaning your room, like I'm probably not boosting. I'm gonna probably be like, it could be better. Just to get that little bit of extra motivation. Like it could be better.
Do you think you and your girl have similar personalities?
Nah, we total opposites.
Yeah, I was thinking this the other day. Could you date anybody that was similar to you? I don't know if I could date anybody that had similar personality to me.
No, I don't think I've ever. Yeah, no, I haven't ever. No, I don't know how that would go. But I don't find too many like laid back, nonchalant girls though. Like, I don't. Yeah, that's yeah. I don't even know too many that are like that. Honestly, I'm very laid back, very nonchalant about a lot of shit. So if I seen that, I don't know. Maybe it'd be attractive, but I haven't. I haven't seen it. But yeah, we polar opposites. Polar opposites on damn near everything, which is hilarious. And I think that's what make the shit work.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, Deion Sanders. I didn't catch the. I was on the road. What was I doing that day? What time did that come on?
12 o'clock.
In the middle of the day, Saturday.
Yep.
All right, I was power washing, but I was checking the updates on my phone throughout the day because I was just intrigued because I saw all the hype, and I thought he would like had enough transfers and shit that he would make it competitive. But I don't follow college football enough to know that TCU is so good. Like
yeah,
I didn't realize they were a 20-point underdog until after.
Yeah, they were in the championship last year. Got blew out, but they was in it.
That's interesting. Yeah.
But yeah, man, that game was fucking phenomenal. And honestly, it was. Other than the fact that they actually won, I think the best part about it was a good ass game, and everything that they did, they had to do to be able to win the shit. Because if they made one more mistake, it wouldn't have happened. So I think that was even the better part. But it was just crazy because yeah, Dion may say it, and you may think he's just talking shit, but no, it was really a lot of people doubting him, thinking shit wasn't really going to happen, shit wasn't going to go how it went. A lot of people bad mouthing him, coaches, reporters, everybody, and then to see him get the dub first game, mind you, the team only won one game last year. Shit was just fire. Shit almost gave me chills watching them win and celebrate, and to hear him talking shit after the game. I'm just like, damn, that motherfucker really went there, did what the fuck he said he was going to do, and shit. Basically, it's only way is up. They won one game last year, so what could you really say bad about it?
I don't know if I would want to coach my kids.
I do.
I don't think I could like separate myself as a parent as a coach. Like I think my priority one would always be to put my kids in the best position to be successful, and I would have more rope with them. Like it would be way more leeway.
Yeah, and I'm the opposite. I think it's good to coach your kids because when you see potential in them, you try to bring it out, but also say they're not the best on the team, and they see how you are with other kids. That may motivate them to bring that shit out of them. It could go good or bad, honestly. If the kid is good, sky's the fucking limit because you coaching your child and you're gonna be the hardest on them. But if they bad, it's that's kind of the sucky part. And then, but you also get a chance to coach / parent on the sideline. And then I feel like it makes it easier to coach the other kids because you kind of parenting them too. Like you talking to them the same way you talk to your child. So it kind of, for me, it kind of made me I feel like a better coach. So I would, I feel like I'm going to try to do that every chance I get. Honestly,
I forgot you had knowledge on your team.
yeah, shit was dope. Shit was dope. And like you said, you try to put them in positions to win. Tell them what you need from them. Just make sure they encourage their teammates, because that's the type of shit that you hope they learn. Like champion your teammates, play with all your might. You see how so and so's playing. Let's follow and keep going with that. Be a leader. All that shit. You can't really say that shit from the sideline. You can say it after the game, but by the time they in the game the next time, they're not gonna remember nothing you said.
I think my biggest challenge as a parent when it happens in general is going to be expecting too much.
And yeah, I'm the opposite. I ain't expecting nothing.
I'm just going to think my kid's perfect right out of the rip, and he should act perfect and be perfect all the time.
So do you think you'll be able to play the role that you said you want to?
The fun?
Yeah.
I think that role's a lot easier to play with stepkids.
Okay. So how do you feel like you'll be able to be the fun booster champion if you think they'll be perfect?
I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I think it'll be an interesting dynamic when it happens. Like, I think I'm pretty good at being self-aware, so it's just going to be a lot of constantly like checking myself. Like, oh, he's only 4, or she's only 5, she's only 6.
Yeah.
Like, like settle the fuck down.
Yeah.
Like, settle down. Like, they're gonna have temper tantrums and shit sometimes. Like, that's part of being a kid. Like, fucking relax.
Yeah. Nah, this shit is fun. Definitely. Little guy coming soon, man. I can't wait. I don't know how I'm about to be. I don't know if I'll change. I don't think I will. Everybody says you will, but I don't know. I've been a pretty steady paced guy my whole life. So adulthood, I should say. So we'll see what happens.
Do you know anybody that's really changed after having a kid though, like drastically?
No.
I don't really know anybody that's like
I don't know if that's a testament to the people I'm around or no, but
like,
no.
I haven't like really seen an overwhelming change from any of my friends that had kids. Like, not that I can think of. Like, wow, they're a whole different person now. Like,
yeah, hasn't been no crazy 180s. Like, oh, I could tell that baby came and it changed your life.
Well, I know some people like change, like their whole personality kind of develops as the parent. Like that's how they identify. Like, but I'm not personally friends with anybody like that.
And honestly, I don't even know if we'll be able to see that because we're not in the home with them while they parents. So we see spits and spats of, like, we see spots of their parenting, but it's probably like, like when you out the house, you're a whole different person than when, well, not everybody, but some people are whole different people when they're around their family than when they're around their friends. So it's probably the same way, like you around people with your child, you're probably a little different than you are when you with them, I would assume.
You know what's interesting? Why do bad parents make great grandparents?
I think they realize all the fuck ups they had.
Yeah, they got drawn. Here's a second go.
Fuck. And then they may see the child that they had, like, doing the shit that they thought they could have did or should have did, and been like, well, I fucked up there, so let me overextend and be the best I can in this area and not make the same mistakes. And then I guess the child probably in that position as well, that was parented by that person, probably is like, well, I seen what they did. I ain't doing none of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably a little bit of that. But do you think the cycle repeats after that?
I don't know. I was thinking a lot of shit the last couple of days too. It's like, I feel like a lot of us didn't have like that many present dads.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I feel like all the kids or people I know that have kids are like actively in their kids' lives now. Like, it doesn't seem as present. I don't know if that's a thing or not. And I wonder what our generation's going to be known for as parenting style.
I think we'll be the more, like, I've been there type shit.
Well, that's what, like, I think, like, it's almost like kind of an arrogance that I think will be the relatable generation. But I bet you our parents probably thought they were going to be mad relatable.
Yeah, until life smacks them. And then it's hard to be relatable when you're trying to fucking survive. So I think we'll be, and shit. I mean, me and you, we've kind of waited a while. Like, we in our fucking 30s, so it's like we've seen life. We got to live. It's not like we had kids in our 20s and shit. And not saying people that had kids in their 20s didn't get to live, but We did live 30. We lived 30 years without children. So
Hey, I'm not dying to ask my mom to watch some kids so I can hit the club every Friday.
yeah, nah, that's not gonna be the move and shit. So,
It's dead.
but yeah, man, yeah. Shit's almost here, man. As I look at Huggies and Pampers,
It's so exciting, man. It's so exciting. It's
yeah,
so
man.
exciting. Who's the goddad?
It's a toss up right now.
You gonna flip a coin?
Figuring that out. I don't know, man. I was thinking about nobody, honestly, because it's just too hard of a decision.
That's such a fucking cop out.
It's just like, you know what?
Be
Fuck
a
it.
fucking,
You just gotta have big uncles, bro.
be a man and make a decision. That's a cop out.
You just about to have mad uncles, bro.
Oh, that's so fucking.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's whack.
you know?
Pick a goddad. I'll pick one for you.
Yeah, all right, man. Who you picking?
Kyle, he needs one.
You know, Kyle gave us a dope ass card too. Kyle put into his fucking card, graffitied it the fuck out.
Yeah, man.
See? A little message to him and shit. I'm like,
yep.
All right,
he's trying to move up. He's trying to move up in the rankings, dog. He's trying to move up in the rankings. Trying to move up in the rankings, dog.
The power rankings for the goddad situation is crazy.
Also underdog on the list. I think Travis would be a good goddad as well.
Trav, okay. I am the goddad of his daughter, so
fair trade.
Fair trade.
Yeah, that's a fair trade.
Power rankings is crazy.
Travis,
I didn't know there's so much pressure on the goddad situation because.
You think it's pressure?
Huh?
You think it's pressure?
I didn't think it was pressure until people keep asking me. And then it's like they give you reasons why this person should be it or that person should be it. And you like, bruh, well, y'all making this work. And you know, I ain't the type to like be like, oh my gosh, like overwhelmed. So that's why I say some shit like, all right, well, nobody, fuck it. Because y'all keep bugging me about this shit. But
I really don't think it's that big a deal.
It's not a big deal to me. But I don't, yeah.
I think the goddad shit is like kind of like an ego trip for whoever it is.
To me, the goddad shit is, well, I mean, I legit thought it was some if you die, but I guess
like that's just not real anymore. Like
that's like I guess when parents take the child and shit.
Yeah, like it's not real.
Yeah.
Not real. Like it's whoever you put in your will is gonna take the John. It's like like end of the day, like if you're the goddad, if you're only gonna be around the kid a certain amount because you're the godparent, you're kind of a scumbag.
And that's how I look at it. That's why I'm kind of like, fuck it. Honestly,
like that shit.
Why does he? I'm gonna say these your god uncles. How about that?
Yeah.
How about that, bro? You just got mad god uncles, bro.
I got 5 god kids, and I hate to sound like ungrateful. It just doesn't mean that much anymore.
See, now this is like the power ranking shit. Like you downplaying the role. You downplaying the role, so you're like, oh, don't worry about me, John. I'm good.
Yeah, don't worry about me.
I'm good, bro. Fuck out of here.
I'm so happy with either place. Like, you would want a goddad for your kid that is this selfless. You would think, right?
You know what I'm saying, people? This is what I'm dealing with.
This is
what I'm dealing with in this decision. This is crazy. Look at this shit. That's why I've known this guy for more than half my life, so I know what the fuck he's doing. But yeah, this shit ain't working, man.
It's no big deal. You know, I've already got 5. I mean, that could mean that I'm overwhelmed with the amount of responsibilities I have, or it could be a testament of how good of a godfather I am.
It could go.
I mean, it really depends on how you look at it.
What about the goddamn rule?
Dude, I mean, I don't really give a fuck.
No, I'm saying just in general, like you are one. So like, do you feel
like that the god kids I have like
now, or you think it'll hit more later?
What?
The goddamn rule. Like, do you think it's more of a big deal?
I'm with all of them a lot outside of Shane's kid because they live in Florida. I'm with them all a lot anyway, so it doesn't really matter. The only ones that probably I see more than I would now is the twins because me and their mom don't hang out that much, and they're older, so they text me on their own. That's probably the only kids. Like, I'm going to be around Trey a lot because I'm with Bree all the time, and I've watched him grow up. Like, I'll be around your kid a lot because I'm with you a lot. So either way, it doesn't really matter. Same with Ty's baby. Like she's with Ty when I see Ty, so it's like I'm gonna see them a lot. Like it is what it is. Right. At the same point, like there's other kids that I'm not like. I'm with Aria a lot more than her goddad is with her. So like if you want to be around somebody's kid, you're gonna find a reason to be around somebody's kid.
That's a
It's
fact.
not, like you're not gonna get turned off because you're not the goddad, and at this point in time, like I don't think there's any extra responsibility because you have the title.
Right.
But maybe it is. Like maybe that's me being watered down because I have so many.
Maybe. I think it's more so an exciting acknowledgement of, damn, this motherfucker picked me. But like you said, it may be an ego trip. But
well, you would think like if it was that if somebody died and you take them, then I think it would be a really serious decision. And then at that point, I think I would be the obvious decision.
yeah.
I think that would be pretty obvious. Like AJ's cool, but like, is he gonna be as fun as me? Probably not. Probably not. Maybe a little more stable, soft spoken.
Maybe a little more stable.
Not white. You know, now I'm thinking about if you don't pick me, it's not a big deal, but it might be racist.
It might be racist. But he'll be, like I said, he'll be around you. He may be coaching his basketball team in the future. Like, you never know. So it's crazy.
At this point, I hope you don't pick me because then I can chirp the kid about it when he gets older, about how bad of a friend you are.
That would be
so that's funny. Yeah, so that's probably what I'll do.
Just to have a talking point with him and shit.
I honestly don't give a fuck. I thought you already picked.
Hell no.
We talked about this shit like 5 months ago. You already said.
No, I didn't. I said I got the best man. I don't have the goddad though.
Fucking best man's way more fucking important now. That's one I'll be fucking. I already made my case at your motherfucking show. It doesn't make any sense to me. Best man's your cousin? That's fucking horseshit. What a cop out. Oh, I fucking love my cousins. We were family. Yeah, they're family. They're not best man. It's like somebody picks their brother as a best man. Grow up. Get some friends.
That's what they do.
Get some friends. Get some fucking friends.
That's what they do, man.
Wait till I pick my fucking brother to be my best man. How about that?
Y'all gonna have a great time.
Yeah, we're gonna have a he's gonna boycott that wedding.
Yeah.
No, I think I might cop out like you cop out. But when I get married, I probably won't do a wedding party. Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. That'll be when it happens.
Yeah.
Speaking of kids, coaching, parenting, BS High, you watched it. I watched it. I was trying to tell some friends to watch it, but I don't think I was selling it good enough. It is the most compelling sports documentary I think I've ever watched.
You will not turn it off. I can say that.
I watched it straight through.
You will not turn it off, and you might watch it back to back, honestly.
It's fucking...
Because it's that crazy. And the fact that we knew it was going on, but then when you get the whole backstory, it's even more insane.
It's like...
It's a Ponzi scheme with sports.
Like the coach is talking, and like he's lying, and you hate him as he's talking, but you're just like captivated by him. Like you want to hear what the fuck he's saying, and then you're just mind fucking yourself. You're like, does he believe what he's saying? Does he know he's lying? Is he trying to project his way a certain is he trying to trick you into making you think he's kind of crazy? Is he legit crazy? And then the shit that threw me off halfway through is when they said he was beating his girl up in front of the team. I'm like, oh, he's actually he's not a scammer. He's a piece of shit.
Did he say I'm an honest liar or I'm the best liar? What
I think he said I'm the most honest liar.
Yeah, which meaning he said, if you catch me lying, I'll tell you I'm lying.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm gonna just lie.
That whole thing was funny as shit when they were saying how many open lawsuits do you have? He's like, well, how many did you find? That's funny as shit. That's funny as shit because they had fucking.
Let me stay in this hotel and not pay. Okay, fuck it,
dude. The shit I thought was most scumbag shit is because at one point you're kind of if those kids want to go play for them, have a blast. Obviously they don't have any looks. They're going to some random bullshit ass John, rock out. But when I was reading, when they got to the end and they were saying the one kid started crying and he's opening up apartment rentals in their name and fucking their credit and then taking fucking PPP loans. I don't know. That's fucking corny.
He was corny for that.
Yeah, that's where you're going. That's where you're going too far with shit. Or when they jump the homeless man, that's wild, yo.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. I mean, even hearing the shit to where as though they stay in the hotels and they what y'all eating? We stealing food. Or, we eating 13-day-old mac and cheese mixed with fucking string beans. What the fuck is going on? Or the sickest shit was when he said, Yeah, I call grocery stores and order 25 rotisserie chickens, and I know they'll mark them down by the end of the night. So I just go right in there right before they close when they mark down to $2 and get all of them.
I thought
That's
that was fire.
fun. But
Yeah,
I'm saying, look at where his mind is going.
I thought that
Who
was
even
fun.
thinks like that?
No, that's a seasoned vet. That's a
That's
savvy vet move right there. That's a
that's
savvy vet move.
and I'm thinking like, how does the fucking grocery store not be like, this motherfucker just played us?
Or prepay us.
Yeah. We about to
Prepay
make 5 chickens, and that was insane. I'm like, oh, he's a professional scammer.
That shit always cracks me up with athletes too. Is like we're so delusional with shit. Is like these kids didn't practice any plays.
No,
They were barely eating. They're barely practicing. They're just fucking around, and they're still like, yeah, we're about to go fuck IMG up.
the funny shit is, I'm like, hey, I know the result, right? I'm watching it, and the way they talking, they playing the little music and shit. I'm like, hold up, did they beat these motherfuckers? Like, I'm getting sucked into the scam. Pause. As I'm watching the shit, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, he was a, as I call him, he was a fucking professional talker. That motherfucker could talk.
I think they said he was driving in the car with a few of the teammates, and there's a fucking like flock of geese crossing the road, and he sped up to crush them.
Yeah.
And then stopped the car and put it in reverse and full speed crushed them again and said, that's how you fucking kill.
Yeah.
That's where you're mentally. There's something wrong there.
He's thrown. He's thrown, and he loves it though.
Well, you know who I thought was an underrated piece of shit was the big coach sitting next to him while he was just lying.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, big fella, you don't hear the fucking shit's going on? Like, yo, and the funniest part is they played the fucking interview of the kid crying, like, yo, he really ruined my life, like, blah, blah. And the coach gets mad at him, like, that fucking pussy ass boy, we did everything for him. Like, yo, you just drawed on this kid. Like, you fucked his credit up. You took a PPP out. He can't play football, and he's upset, and you think he's a snake?
Yeah, the crazy shit was the one dude at the beginning was solid as shit because they asked the dude about him, and he's like, who? Oh, he was only around us for a couple weeks. Just lying his ass off. Then he goes, never mind. He was around maybe like 3, 4, 5, 6 months. And then the dude was like, yeah, once I seen it was bullshit, I was out. He was like, yeah, he would say that type of shit. Like that he's a different breed of human being, yo.
Yeah, that's a scumbag.
Yo, just to get that shit off. Anybody that hasn't watched it, go watch BS High on Max.
Gotta watch it.
It is phenomenal. Probably a top 10 sports documentary, no gas.
Dude, yeah, he's a piece of shit. And if there is a hell, that's the kind of people I envision in hell.
Yeah, and probably having a ball down there.
Yeah, I mean, he probably manipulates some shit down there.
Yeah, he'll find his way to the pearly gates.
He'd be in hell fucking selling heaven tickets.
Facts. Yeah, I got you. It's a side door over this motherfucker. You went in. Motherfucker leading you right to the deepest part of the pits.
Speaking of TV, I was telling you, I've been watching Heels. Heels is a wrestling show on Stars.
The strippers.
No, that's P Valley.
Okay.
Heels is a wrestling show on Stars, and it's fucking fire.
Mm-hmm.
And season 1 was fire, and season 2's going now. Episode 6 just went. And episode 6 is one of the best TV episodes I've ever fucking seen. And this is what I like about TV shows that like know they get or plan to have multiple seasons. Is like it ties in something that happened on the first episode of season 1.
Mm.
That's fucking 15 episodes ago.
Yeah.
It's really well acted and well written. But we have so much fucking TV to watch.
It's insane. Like I said, I'm trying to find shit that I can catch up on while I'm putting shit together. But I want to stay on the part where you said one of the best TV show episodes you've seen. Was it better than that episode of Last of Us?
Which one? Where the kid died?
Nah, the couple, the gay dudes.
Oh, that was a good fucking episode. It's different. I don't know, because The Last of Us was like a lot of those episodes are like individual movies almost.
Okay, I'll give
it up.
Was it better than the Euphoria Rue episode where she's at the diner talking to her sponsor?
It's tied. It's right there. I don't know if it's better, but it's right there.
Damn.
Just because it's like it's built on this character that like they develop for you to dislike.
Mm-hmm.
This whole fucking time you have this idea that he sucks, he's a piece of shit, he's selfish, so and so. You're not gonna watch it.
You could spoil it. I'll probably catch up if it's that good.
It's like it's built on this character, Wild Bill, that like comes in the first episode. The the whole TV show is about like a wrestling league in Bumblefuck South where they have like a little stadium. They do like a bunch of like, if you follow wrestling at all, like a bunch of the places down south and whatnot have like little territories, little towns that have their own wrestling leagues. They join, they have championships. What's it called? So it starts with the head of the wrestling league or the owner. He kills himself.
Oh shit.
And it's his funeral, and this dude Wild Bill, who was signed to the WWE, big like wrestling superstar, comes to the funeral. Him and the owner of the league started together. Wild Bill got signed. It makes it seem like he turned his back and left them and never came back. So he says something to the guy's wife. He needed money for the funeral, so and so. She pretty much spits on him, says, "You're a piece of shit. You could have helped while he was here." Blah blah. And then it continues throughout the season where it looks like, oh, he's just now coming back to help, and he sticks around. He's trying to help his sons. What's it called? So and so. But it looks like he's a drunk, sloppy mess, doesn't fuck around. And then all that comes to season 2 where he's starting to help the other wrestlers, so. Like, he's a funny dude, funny character. And then they have this flashback episode where it's him and the owner that killed himself together when they're younger. They're about to go sign to WCW. And the owner actually tries to cut him out.
Damn.
But he doesn't end up getting the deal. So the dude, Wild Bill, dips. Like, all right, fuck you guys, I'm out. Leaves. And then they flash forward a couple months before the dude shoots himself, and he's on a movie set doing his little movie shit. He's like a fucking John Cena type, but an older guy, so like a Hulk Hogan type. And the guy kills himself sitting at the diner. They're chopping it up like they're old best buddies and shit. And the dude finally breaks it down. It's like, how long do we have to act like we're still fucking friends? Like, so the guy's like, oh, we're not friends. And he pulls out a piece of paper and he writes a number down. He's like, 480,000 is how much I've loaned you over the last fucking 20 years. You only call me once every fucking year and a half for loans, and I'm breaking you off every time. And here's a guy you think just disappeared. Yeah. And before the guy walks away, he's like, yeah, just don't tell my wife about it. And then they flash forward to the phone call. His wife calls and was like, yeah, I just think you should know, like, he killed himself.
Damn.
You could have helped him, and you're probably the reason he killed himself, and you're just going to have to live with that guilt forever. And the dude, Bill's like, I understand completely, got it. So it's like, it gives you a whole complete character switch of like, you know how strong of a guy you have to be to let yourself look like a piece of shit to actually make the piece of shit look good?
Yeah.
Like, that's a different level friend.
Damn. No, that's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire.
It's like, and if you branch that over 16 fucking episodes, you're like, holy shit, I didn't even see that coming. Like, that changes the whole perspective of this shit.
Yeah.
Fucking $500,000?
Yeah. That's fire. No, that's fire. I can see how they make that into a crazy episode. Definitely, even though that is a big ass spoiler, I probably will.
It's a huge. But that's the best shot is that the dude, the Wild Bill guy, is just such a dope actor.
Yeah.
And you need a dope actor to be able to play that shit, because I would have never guessed like any of that shit was going on. I don't know if I have the strength. Like, if a motherfucker, my friend keeps asking for money and I keep giving him money, and then I show up to his funeral and his girl's like, I try to give her a couple thousand and she's like, fuck you, we don't need it now, blah, blah. Bitch, I've been paying your fucking mortgage for 20 years.
Yeah. You can't say nothing to me.
So what the fuck is you talking about? I've been trying to help.
Yeah, that's kind of some shit where you just like, all right, fuck it.
Fuck it. Yeah, so it's dope. If anybody didn't watch it, spoiler alert, I guess, but whatever. It's fucking dope. Oh, we talked about that tire shit last week. Oh, I'll say that for my random thought, actually.
Okay.
P. Diddy gave all his publishing back to Mace, The Locks, 112, Faith Evans, and the Biggie estate out of nowhere this week.
Yeah. That's cool. That's big for music, man.
It's definitely cool.
I'm glad somebody did it. Especially somebody in his position. Because I know that's probably worth hundreds of millions. And the fact that you at the point where you're like, all right, I got a couple $100 million. I could give this shit back. Like, I don't need this shit anymore. Like, could I have it? Yeah. But to do it just out the blue and just be like, everybody take y'all shit. Y'all eat for the rest of y'all lives. I'm good. That's some dope shit. So I feel like that's some shit Diddy got to be commended for.
I think a lot of people, like, are out of context on this, or like maybe like recency biased, is like to put it in context. Irv Gotti sold the publishing to Murder Inc. for $100 million. That's Ja Rule, Lloyd, Ashanti.
Yeah.
Big songs.
Million.
That's big songs. $100 million.
Yeah.
Bad Boy hasn't been a big time player in like our adult years.
Yeah.
But fucking outside of Mace and Biggie, like 112 and Faith Evans and all they're big fucking players in the 90s, early 2000s.
Facts.
The Locks, like that's all like P. Diddy could have easily got 200, 300, 400 million for that catalog.
$500 million easy.
Just off Biggie.
Yeah, easy.
So I mean that's a big giveaway. I guess like the negative person in me will be like, yo, Mace has been fighting for this for years. Why haven't you gave it back? And the positive is it doesn't fucking matter. You gave it back now.
And yeah, now they get the chance to make a living off of their catalog.
Easy.
Do what you want with it.
Have a blast. Sell it if you want.
Had it for what, 20 plus years, 25 years? It's yours.
Sell it if you want. Have a blast.
You said the negative part, you could say, bro, you took too long, man. Like, we done missed our wave, blah, blah. But now they could remarket all that shit, get their shit in movies, use it for TV shows, make it a little check off it. That's fire, man. Shout out to Diddy for that shit.
Yeah, I thought
this is part of the rollout for the album Love. Like, this is the type of shit I'm on right now.
And if that's the case, who gives a fuck, right?
Who really does? Yeah, you just put hundreds of thousands, if not millions, in a bunch of these people's pockets, which is so far crazy, actually.
Last thing I was gonna say is that Mitch McConnell keeps freezing while he's giving speeches. I feel like we talked about this for sure, but there's what's a realistic cutoff for somebody to run in politics? Like, what's too old? What should be the forced retirement age?
70.
I'm there.
70.
One of my friends said he was like the other day, he was like 80.
No.
I'm like 80. I'm like, that's a convenient number since Joe Biden's 80 and Trump's 77.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Now it's 80. I think 75 is a stretch.
70, you can fucking chill, man. Like,
yeah, I think 70, like, that's not even early retirement. Like, that's fucking like.
Anymore.
Isn't it crazy though? If you think of like average age for a guy now, I think is 81, and say you live like relatively healthy, we're only 31. Like, we still got like 70% of our lives to go.
Got a long way to go, man.
And like a good 60%. Like, I mean, we could live another 50 years and still be capable of doing whatever the fuck we want.
We got a long way to go. I've never really been.
We still got another 30 years of like basketball.
Yeah, I've never been in a rush, man. The older I get, the more I'm like, damn, I still got a long way to go. Like, God willing, I live till my child is 18. I'll only be 50.
Yeah, I was thinking, I think maybe
50.
I think I heard it on the Brilliant Idiots, but like it's interesting concept to feel 31 and feel like, man, I should be like wealthy by now. It's like, you still got a long fucking life to not even get wealthy. You got a long life to just survive. And
like, the majority of millionaires don't make their first million until they're 50. We just NBA players and rappers. Yeah. And it's just like, those are the super 0.1% of people. And it's just like, if you're not comparing your life to somebody that hit the lottery with sports or hit the lottery with music, you gonna be all right. Like, you gonna be all right, yo. Like, don't force this shit. Don't get outside of yourself. Don't be extra trying to get yourself in a jam trying to rush it. Yeah, have motivation, have drive, all that good shit, but don't miss life trying to chase something, killing yourself doing it.
I think I'd hate to be cliche with this one, but I do. The older I get, the more I think that it's really about the journey to wherever you're going.
That's going to make it so much sweeter.
The day-to-day shit in life is dope.
It's going to make it so much sweeter.
Day-to-day shit is dope.
It makes it way more.
Even like little shit I like doing now. I like going to the grocery store and trying to figure out what the fuck I'm going to make this week.
Dog, I was hyped buying $17 smoothie drink.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you see some new shit at the grocery store, you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna try and cook that shit up. Yeah, like I'm starting to do weird shit. Like, today I had to go to the store. I'm like, I'm just gonna walk to the store. I'm gonna go a different way. I ain't seen that part of the city yet. Well, mind you gotta be
a little careful.
You know where the fuck you like, what area is okay. I'm not suggesting everybody walk around in the city.
Yeah.
The day-to-day shit is mad interesting. All right, I'll talk about my mechanic shit. Now I got another random thought.
Okay.
All right, so you blew your tire out last week. I told you I had a big ass speed bump. I lost some air, so I kept losing air. So I filled it up Tuesday. By Thursday, it was like damn near flat. I filled it up Friday. It was damn near flat. Take the jack out of my girl's car because I left my jack somewhere else. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to put the donut up. So I fill up Saturday. I go to a little John. Is there any better mechanics than the Hispanic fellas that are in a shop that don't look like it's a shop?
No, they're the best.
Like, I trust them motherfuckers with my life.
Yeah.
Literally.
They get everything done for under $500.
Literally, like, and shout out to Malik. He's not Spanish, I don't think, but yeah, he's always done good for like my actual automotive shit. But my tire was flat, so there's this little tire shop. It's attached to BP by my mom's house. I went there a couple times. So I roll up. I'm like, yo, boys, like I had a pothole. I think I got like a leak or some shit. I popped the tire right off. Start spraying it. Like, we don't see no holes. And he flips it. He's like, oh, dude, your rim's pretty fucking bent. Like, and you could see it. Like, there's two parts. I was like, bent as fuck. And he's like, yeah, bro. Like, your rim's pretty bent. You're going to need a new rim, bro. And I'm like, so fuck. He's like, well, I could just take a hammer to it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I could take a hammer to it, but like, I'm like, well, what's worst case? He's like, the rim will crack, and then it'll leak. So either way, like, if I don't fix it, it's gonna leak. You're gonna get a new rim. When I crack it, it's gonna leak. Get a new rim. Like, what you trying to do? I'm like, pull the hammer out, motherfucker. For pause, but like, what the fuck is you doing? Like, those motherfuckers come out, dog. They bring like a little fucking rubber sledgehammer. It's other Hispanic motherfucker comes out the woodworks. I don't even see him there. He comes out with a little sledgehammer. He's on fire, just boom, boom, boom. I'm like, boom. Roll that shit out. He's like, all right, I think you good now. Pops it back in. I said, what are you? He said, whatever you want to give me, bro.
Fuck it. Yeah, I ain't do shit. I just liked your room a couple times.
Shit took 2 minutes. Whatever the fuck you want to give me, dog.
Yeah.
That shit was 5 days ago. Shit ain't leaked yet.
Hey, man.
Shit ain't leaked yet,
man, I don't know nobody better, man.
Shit ain't leaked yet, bro.
Nobody better, man. They get the job done efficient, quick. They quick thinkers too when it comes to that shit. They like, all right, they look at it. We could do this or we could do that. Either way,
like, let me protect my ass and tell you what you should do.
Mm-hmm.
But here's what I would do if it's my tire, pretty much. Yeah, hammer that shit, bro. The fuck, 100%, 100%. All right, random thoughts, or you got something else?
Nah, we could go random thoughts. You were speaking to Diddy earlier and talking CEO shit. BG just was released from prison after doing an 11-year bid. Shout out to BG, he was my favorite member of the Hot Boys, Cash Money. And it was interesting to see him and Birdman embracing when he got out, and just seeing the whole 360 or 180 of the relationship, because they weren't from the outside looking in on good terms when he went in. And yeah, it's dope to see hip hop men in relationships, I guess, especially when you build something so fucking legendary and shit. That's some shit you hope to see with Hov and Dame one day. Maybe it won't happen, but it's just cool to see. And yeah, I just hope Baby do right by BG, whatever that may be. Not that he owe him anything, but it'll be cool to see BG taken care of after doing a whole bid and building Cash Money to what it has been and what it became. But yeah, that's my random thought, man. Shout out to BG.
Yeah, I didn't think him and BG were on good terms either.
Yeah, that shit came out of nowhere. I seen him in an interview talking about, BG will be home soon. And I was like, oh shit, y'all cool. Okay.
I didn't realize he was booked that long.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Man.
Random thought. It's very funny bringing plus ones when you're not used to bringing plus ones.
How did you feel? I was wondering that while you were sitting there, because you was you, but you wasn't you.
That was me.
You was you, but you really wasn't you. And I'm like, I get it, but okay. Like, I get it. Like, nobody knows this is your girl. Will's walking in with a girl. This is kind of crazy. We haven't seen this. So I'm just like, you know what? I ain't gonna fuck with them. I'm gonna just let them chill over there because I know you probably would have been over at the DJ booth. But like you said, they didn't want you to leave her and shit. But I know you probably would have been chopping it up with X and we over there drinking and shit. And I just see you just sitting there, just doing your deal shit. Like, okay, with my lady.
Well,
That was funny to see.
I had to like patiently like wait around to make my moves for the mingling.
Yeah.
So like I had to wait for it.
More mingly than that. I didn't see you having no 20-minute conversations.
Well, I had to wait for like Bree to get there, and then I had to wait for A's girl to get there, and then to start talking like chatting about girl shit for me to be able to like get up and start doing my own thing.
Yeah.
And it took a while. And then also I'm like, do I have to introduce her to everybody? Like, how does this work? Like everybody I see I have to introduce to, or like is it just like the people I really know? Or is like
and that was even an awkward spot for me because I'm like, I ain't trying to overstep and be like, oh, this Dill's girl. Like, so I'm gonna just be like, yeah. I'll just wait for you to get your ass up and introduce her or whatever. And we got there a little later than everybody that was playing. But yeah, I didn't know who you did introduce her to and shit. But yeah, it was definitely funny, or not even necessarily funny, but just different seeing you in that element of like, okay, he's here with his woman. This is different.
I haven't found the balance yet. I don't really know like how much like I have to like kind of sit there and then how much I can still like bounce around because you know I hate sitting still too.
That was the thing. You sitting there like the funny shit is you like the kid in class with his parents in the back of the class. You like, damn, my boys are having fun over there, but I can't act up today.
Yeah, because then Kyle moved over there at first. Like, it was working out well because Kyle sat next to me and we're geeking and shit. And then this motherfucker snaked me out. He moved to the DJ booth and he was over there. And I saw you guys taking little shots and shit. And I'm like, I want to go to the fucking DJ booth.
It was fucked up over there.
I want to go to DJ booth. I'm like, I can't even. I had to wait a while to play with the motherfucking kids. I'm like, I can't even. I had to wait till then to play the balloon game. I'm like, fuck. But that was also like, you know what's good about my girls? Like, she forces me out of my comfort zone quite a bit.
Yeah.
So like I need to force herself out of the comfort zone sometimes as well. Like, like you need to mingle a little bit more. Like you have to like chop it up and be a little more sociable than you are. And she's good with it. She's just not me.
Yeah.
But luckily I saw your mom right in the walk-in. So I got that out of the way. But then we're walking back from the John and A's parents stop us. And they're like, well, who is you? I'm like, now I made it awkward because I didn't introduce. And like, fuck, dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely a different element. It was cool to see. It was funny. I ain't want to, and it's hard even. So, like I said, I went from hosting to the damn baby shower, and I damn near shook and hugged everybody that I see. I'm like, golly, this ain't me, but let me do this. So I'm going around making my rounds and shit, and then here you are just. Normally, like I said, I probably would have walked in. You would have been at the DJ booth chopping it, but you just humbly sitting in your seat, fucking good old Dill over here. Like, who the fuck is this guy right here? You just sitting here. What's up, John? What's up? Like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on right here, man? But yeah, man, it's funny. It was definitely a sight to see. Definitely different zone for you.
I'm still new at it, man. It's tough. I got to get adjusted.
Yeah, man, you almost there. You right there.
That fucking next baby shower, dude. Speaking of handshakes and hugs and what's it called? Imagine that times 10. That's the wedding.
Yeah,
that's where you have to talk to every single person, and they give you heartfelt congratulations, fucking Johns at every single one. That's why, like a lot of weddings I go to, the bride and groom don't even really hang out with the friends they want to hang out with until like hour 2.
Yeah, it was. I'll say that too. It was definitely hard. Trying to not necessarily please everybody, but make everybody feel
like you have to really seem great, and you are, but you have to really seem grateful that they came.
Yeah, because even like I'm talking to my girl, I'm like, all right, I ain't gonna act like I'm not about to sit over there. Like I know where I'm gonna sit at, but is it fucked up if I don't sit with my parents or my mom or at my mom's table or my dad's table, or I ain't seen my uncle in like a year. I ain't seen this person. This person only came out because of me. Like, but I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna just stick to myself. I'm gonna do what I would do any other time. So let me go sit over here. But then I made sure I didn't stay there the whole time. So let me go here, say hi. And yeah, it's definitely interesting when you get in the moments because it's like, you know what you would normally be doing, but you kind of gotta play to the crowd and shit and be like, Let me show everybody some fucking love.
That's what I'm saying, though. You gotta play to the crowd. All right, views from a chair.
Man, until next time, Views from the Chair podcast.